And hello, and happy Monday, happy Monday. So give me 1 second. We're multitasking over here.
Yes, we
And,
is.
and yes, we are getting it on live. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Facebook. Hello, LinkedIn. Hello,
Hey,
YouTube. Hello, Internet. Hey. Listen.
there,
Hello.
there.
Happy Monday, and happy Monday. As always, I am so glad that you guys are tuning in. I am the Nicole Johnson, the founder and CEO of Girl Your Money Matters, which is affectionately known as the gym, where we have all sorts of exercises to help you get financially fit. And so we come together on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're broadcasting live over here on Instagram. We are also broadcasting live on brownstoneworldwide.com, where we are working to change the narrative for our Black and Brown community. And so we have a lot going on. But before I get started, I want to welcome and say thank you for joining me to my co-host, Mr. DJ Tony Sanchez. Hey, Tony, how are you?
Hey, my queen. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's the first of the week, y'all. Let's do it.
Yes, it's the first of the week. Listen, as always, Tony, I am so glad that you are here with us because I believe that you always bring a spin of wisdom and just a twist of laughter, and then maybe even sometimes a little bit of music in the background. And so we have a good time. And in this day and time, and talking about the serious topics that we discuss that impact our community and our finances, laughter is good for the soul. I truly believe that laughter is good for the soul. So tonight, Tony, we're going to talk about finding healing in our finances after a breakup. And that topic is a spinoff from the topic and conversation that you were having with Sister Leanne earlier today about leaving toxic relationships. And it is important to understand that it's a preparation that goes into that, whether the Hey, Leanne, whether that leaving is by death or whether it's by, a divorce or breakdown of a relationship, we as women really have to, hey, healthy girl, we really have to have a preparation and almost like a plan B. How do we heal and how do we move forward from from a breakup, because we're almost like we're starting over, right? We're
Yeah,
starting over.
you
And
are.
so we're going from a two household scenario to a single income household. And some people really need to know, how do I do that? Right? How do I actually do that? And it can be um, very detrimental when you don't have a plan B. So, just
Mm,
a little bit, Tony, about my story as to why I started focusing on helping women create streams of income from home. It was so, hey, Carol, thanks for joining us. It was so that women would understand that they don't have to stay in situations because they can't afford to leave. That is something that we have not been taught. It's not discussed in our community. I stayed because of the children. I couldn't leave because he had all the money. Sweetheart, it's time out for that. And I'm here to make sure you understand that you have options, right? You have options. There are always options. And that is why we focus on how to scale back, right? How to bring in income from home so that we can have emergency funds, And see, emergency funds ain't always just to make sure the household keep going. Sometimes emergency fund is so that you can get going. Let me say, and the house emergency fund isn't just to keep the household going. That fund might be because you need to get going. Okay? You need to get going. And when we start looking at the toxicity, Leanne talked about that this morning, and I love what she called it, the sister topics, right? So what you hear on one broadcast, you can also pick up on another. But here, so those of you who are watching, who are joining, let me ask you, have you been in or know someone that's been in a situation where they couldn't afford to leave? They could not afford to leave. So they had to stay in an abusive situation, in an unhealthy situation, in a dangerous situation because they didn't have the income to be able to make their move. Now, I can tell you, I know firsthand what that's like. I grew up in a household that way. And what I talk about is the financial trauma that not only was my mother experiencing, I was also experiencing. Okay. And what she didn't realize, and I don't even know if she realizes it today, that she would even be able to admit, because it took me a long time to say, that's what it was.
Right.
That is my first experience. She might not even realize that she was experiencing financial trauma. Right? Anybody can relate?
Yeah.
I can relate. I can relate. Right? So if I don't understand what the trauma is, guess what I also can't do? I can't heal.
No, you can't.
I can't heal because if I can't get to the root of the problem, I can't fix it.
There it is.
I can't fix it. And neither can you. So that's the stuff that we talk about. We get deep down here, don't we, Tony? We get deep.
Oh, yes, you got to get deep.
You got to get deep.
If you don't get deep, you ain't gonna get real. So
that's
you got
right.
to.
Come on, Tony said if you ain't gonna get deep, you can't get real.
Right. And if you feel like getting uncomfortable and addressing some realistic topics ain't for you, then you really need to stay here. You really need to stay here and confront that,
Right. And Tony, so the hardest thing for women, because we are emotional creatures, right? Let me speak for me. I have some friends that I know can say the same thing, but today I'm gonna speak for me. See, I had to realize as an adult when I started dealing with my financial trauma and the relationship trauma that I was having, that I was the one who did the picking.
Right.
See, I wasn't chosen, I picked.
Right. Okay.
So I wasn't chosen, I picked. That was mistake. That was mistake number one. All right. So we're gonna at this very moment, we're gonna go ahead and bring in Miss Paulette, the founder of Brownstone Worldwide. And I know she can relate too, as I wasn't chosen, I picked. So when it came to that bad relationship, I picked.
Yeah, I've done that.
Chosen. See, the Bible says, "He who finds a good wife."
You didn't go there, did you?
Hold on. What I done walked in on? What?
She went there early too, boy. The gut shot. Bam.
That's what the good book said.
That's what it say.
Who finds a good wife finds a good thing. But I picked the husband.
Ooh, that was wrong. You went in the scripture all the way back.
Wrong, right?
Yeah, you went in backwards.
But you know why I went in wrong? Why? Because I was damaged myself.
So, wait, hold on, wait. Say that again for that lady back there. Cause her need to hear this. Say that again.
I was damaged.
Ooh, boy. See, and that's the key word. Because a lot of us forget we go into things already damaged. We ain't even, healed from our damage, and we get into some more damage.
Right. So I made the unhealthy choice in a partner. And so what happened is now we are not equally yoked. Well, come on in the room.
Come on in, girl. Come on in. Come on
Information.
in. It's
All
always
right.
room
So,
in the
girl,
end.
I know you're still here. Is this
Let me
connected?
cross my
Is
leg.
this
Yeah,
resonating?
come on. Come
Let
on,
me
Rufus.
know. Okay, let me know. So right now we got Instagram over here on the device. We got LinkedIn going. We got Facebook. We got Facebook groups. We got YouTube with Brownstone Worldwide and the Nicole Johnson all going. Like we are really touching on some things. And now here come my sister girl from this morning. See, this your fault, Leanne. This your fault. Just so you know, this your fault because this is a sister topic. This is a sister topic. We continuing from the toxicity and bad relationship topic that you had this morning. So we're gonna continue on with it because I can confess now. I was out of order. Right. So when we talk about finding healing in our finances after a breakup, in order to get to the solution and how to move forward, we got to go back to the root of the problem. We got to go back to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem didn't start when I went into that relationship. It started back in my childhood when I was looking at what my mother was going through. See, she taught me without teaching me, and therefore I did not heal because I didn't realize there was a problem in the first place. And what I did was, instead of taking care of myself and finding out what my problem was, I opened the door to a bad relationship and then brought some children in the world. Lord.
Now,
Girl, you said a mouthful right there. Oh, Lord,
this morning we was talking about kind of that topic, right? The fact of, let me just rephrase it. Broken people are easy targets, and you attract those people that are going to use you, abuse you, because they're looking for hurt people whose defenses are low, who they can come in and be your knight in shining armor, and I can save you from this. They show you their representative.
There you go.
And once you're sucked in and you are all about them, then comes the reality of who they are. Right? And
was you
like you said, you pick.
Which room in my house were you in? I
was looking.
Was you looking? Was that you peeking through the window?
Not me.
That was you? Okay. So listen, over here on Instagram, I want you guys to understand, we talk about your finances, but it's all aspects of which the finances touch. Okay. There are all aspects and all facets of our lives that our finances touch. And so when I tell people I want you to build a new relationship with your money, they don't quite understand what that means, but it's a life thing. When you have money coming in, you have how you handle it, how you deal with it, how you watch it, how you spend it, how you nurture it. It's just like a relationship.
Yeah. And another thing on that too is you hit a real vital key point is learning how to live within your means.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? Yes. That's the key right there. We as Black people have to learn how to live within our means. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses.
I knew you was going to say that. What I need to understand, help me understand, who the hell are the Joneses?
Them people that pretend to be shit that they ain't. You know them peoples. You know them people that's always bragging about what they got, but you never see it.
No, that's the people who's trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Oh,
the
that's
I need to know.
The Joneses are the ones who have that we're always trying to emulate.
Oh,
but there's a lot of people. But there's a lot of people that do. They out there wearing Tommy Hilfiger and they wearing all these other things and people that they've never met. Right.
See, let me tell you something. I had to tell my supervisor over the past couple of days. I'm not gonna get off into that part of the issue, but one thing I told my supervisor, where Nicole Johnson sits today, I'm very comfortable with all the skin that I'm in. Even that skin that wrap around that third and fourth belly. Them donut rolls in the back on the that I be trying to hide with the shaper. I'm still comfortable with all of them, every last one, because they here. We's togethers until we not togethers. But all the skin I'm in. But it took me a long, long, long time to get comfortable with that. And now that I done came to myself, Albertina, what I'm not gonna do is dial it back for you, 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 or you sitting way back there for you to be comfortable. Okay. See, I'm used to be now that I've elevated my mindset. See, and this is where what you have to do when it comes to your relationship and finding healing, whether it's in your heart, whether it's in your soul, whether it's in your mind, whether it's in your finances, whatever it is, you got to find that place where you are so comfortable that you now recognize that you can be in a room full of winners, a room full of achievers. And when you get outside that room, you recognize that some people are not comfortable with you being comfortable with you. But I'm so comfortable with me being me that I don't care about your discomfort with me being me.
There you go.
Okay. So what I'm not going to do is keep up with the Joneses. I'm going to be Nicole. And I want you to be Leanne. And I want you to be Paulette, and I want you to be DJ Tony. You know why? Because it's the Leanne, the Paulette, and Tony that I love. It's not you trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Thank you.
Okay, because I don't know that side of you, and you don't know that side of me, because those people don't exist. So when that facade comes out, if it were to come out, Papa, who that woman? Who that man?
Yeah. I don't know them people.
Who them?
How they get in here? Let them people in here.
Get out. So when we talk about after a breakup, see, it's hard already, right? But listen, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it because I know it. You don't wake up one morning and say you leaving.
No. 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 That's been a thought.
You don't wake up and say I'm leaving. See, by the time you get ready to walk out the door, there was some preparation.
Oh, yes. We had plenty of time to think about
separation.
That. Mm-hmm.
Okay. There was some graduation.
Yeah, I was doing all that while you was asleep.
Okay.
While you was asleep, I was contemplating.
Listen, there was some contemplation.
Yes, sir. Yes. I was doing some serious thinking.
And if you was good, there was some paculations.
Ooh. Who let the dogs out? Who.
There was some peculation.
Yes, somebody, it was.
That suitcase that went over to my mama's house, when it came back, it was heavy when it went. It was light when it came back.
It was light for the second load.
That little backpack that you thought had books in it, then was about 17 pairs of shoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm removing the shit. Underwear. We having a clearinghouse sale.
6 bras, okay, a boatload of diapers. And see, since you are so distracted with you and on yourself, you're not paying attention to the fact that the dishes in the back of the cabinet is now empty. It's just that one sitting in the front. You keep that one. You keep that one.
Yeah, because I know that's your favorite one.
That's your favorite one. Yeah, and if you don't be careful, you swing it open too fast, it's gonna fall and break. Because I put it just right.
Just right.
That petty part.
When that break, that's the last inkling of me.
That is kind of
play.
Yeah.
So the point that I'm making is that when you begin to prepare mentally and emotionally, you have to also prepare financially. You have to prepare financially. Did you ever see Sleeping with the Enemy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When she left, she had a roll. She had a wild.
Yeah, you can choke a goat with it.
Okay. But she had also 6 months ago moved her mother from one nursing home facility to another. She was preparing. She knew that he controlled the money, and she needed to have a way where she could have something until she get up on her feet. Let me tell y'all something. The biggest divorce settlement in history today. Do y'all know who that was?
Was it?
Juanita. Michael and Juanita.
Jordan.
Okay. My hometown. Okay.
Yes.
My homegirl grew up in the project, so she was no stranger to budgeting or going without. But what she did as she laid her plans during her marriage, she secured her spot. She had all kinds of stuff that was hers. Now, mind you, she was good because she had her own practicing career and all of this stuff, right? So she was
straight. She was
but
straight.
she knew going in. Okay, this I'm in my bank account, in my hideaway stash box. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So if she needed to exit, she was not totally dependent on him.
No.
Okay.
And even though she was finna get paid raw, she still prepared for her own destination.
Okay. So when I talk to you about preparing, whether it be finding a way to work from home, whether it be stocking something away, getting your mind straight, whether it be, okay, I already know where I'm going to live because this is within my means. When I purchased my home, I had to find a home where my children could get to and from school without me. That was my preparation. Okay. Always have to have a plan B. And that's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
You.
But
DJ Tony got a question.
But wait a minute. I understand all of that, and it's hitting the nerve in me. But I am so scared. How do I start? Where do I start? I ain't got no money right now. What do I do?
You make money before you exit out the door.
Come on now. See, now that's how we change the narrative. We help them along the way.
You exit. You before you exit, you make money before you roll out the door.
There you go.
Right. And if you are in a situation where let me tell you something. I'm not gonna tell you to do nothing I haven't done. I was on a stage. I was on a stage with a room full of speakers. And I asked them, of all the educated women up here who look nice, they're prepared, they're giving you all of, hey Tanisha, they're giving you all this great information. I want you to point out the one that has been homeless. Point out the one that has been homeless. They looked all up and down that line, and we did one of them, who am I? Stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down.
Right.
And I was the one standing.
And to see the mouth, the reaction of the people, like,
see, you don't know what the person has been through until they tell you. I decided to move into a shelter versus where I was staying because it was unhealthy for me and my children.
Sacrifice.
Sometimes that's a step you have to take. You
have
to do what's going to keep you safe, keep your family safe. And it is a scary thing, right? When you're thinking about that, and if you're dealing with a narcissist and they've shut you off from everybody, you don't have a job because they are the breadwinner. You might be thinking, well, how do I save money? They still got to give you money to run certain things. You got to learn how to run lean so that you
say that one more time. Say it one more time. Run what?
You have to learn how to run lean. And what I mean by that is you start buying maybe the bare essentials of what you need so you can sock away $20 here, $100 here, right? you have to figure out a person who is made in their mind that they are leaving can get very resourceful with
Oh
very
yes,
Extremely.
yes.
And you know what, Leanne? Most of us make one in a month's time, 1 or 2 trips to the grocery store, some
Hmm.
2 or 3. You can mystery shop in those same places.
Mhm.
In that movie, and I'm just gonna stay with that one because there's a couple on my mind, but I'm gonna stay with that one. She learned how to swim
Yeah.
while her husband was at work. He thought she was working at the library. She was at
Mhm.
the YMCA learning how to swim. It's the things that you put yourself in. You have to step outside of your comfort zone.
There you go.
It can't be an excuse forever that he controls the purse. It's too many ways to do too many different things so that you can have, so that you can be safe,
Mhm.
so that you can leave. Okay. So Leanne talked about leaving toxic. Okay, I'm sorry. Come on in, ma'am.
Um, this I'm just sitting over here. First of all, because I'm coughing like a cow, and I don't want to ruin your show, so my apologies.
You're good.
Um, but I wanted to bring something up so that we are clear. For those of you all who are listening, and those of you all who will be catching the replay, let us be clear when Nicole is talking about preparing to leave and having an exit strategy. We are not talking to people who are in severely abusive relationships, right? Where it could cost you your life. I want to make sure that we're you guys understand what she's talking about. When she's talking about preparing that exit strategy, this is for folks who just sick and tired, right? And that doesn't mean that you're not sick and tired of being in that either emotionally abusive or physically abusive relationship. We're talking about two separate things here. When we know that the situation is over and someone thinks that they've got the upper hand and you know this person pretty much, and you already know, you can start packing that bag and going over to mama house, and he thinking that you just going back to the library or whatever, and you can start preparing your exit strategy that way. But when we're talking about this, please know that we are not encouraging anyone to possibly become harmed or physically harmed
Right.
um, in taking this advice, right? If you are in a situation where you need additional support, that is where you're going to definitely want to reach out for professional support
That's
if
right.
and where it is deemed necessary, right? Say, for instance, a restraining order, or reaching out to agencies in your area using 211 so that you can get the support that you need. Um, I think that we definitely need to say that, because I don't ever want it to be said that Nicole and them said on that show that I should leave and I lost the eyeball. You feel me? And I'm not trying to make light of it.
Right, right.
Let me
But in those
go right
situations,
in behind you because that's very true. Um, you have to assess what you're dealing with. Um, and for someone, male or female, because this could go either way, male or female, there are resources out there. There are, in my area up in the Midwest, there was organizations like Catholic Charities. There are different types of home shelters and traditional transitional housing programs, resources that you can just take advantage of and be smart when you move. And more than being smart, you have to be safe, right?
mhm,
Got to be safe.
but you still need to leave. I'm
And,
sorry.
and,
I'm
and
sorry.
that's, and that's fact.
I
And
as
that's
a
fact.
person am saying that they need to leave. You
Yeah,
put
that's a
your
fact.
life at risk, you put your children's life at risk the longer that you stay. But we are not making light of your situation.
Oh, absolutely.
And it is not easy to leave. So
No.
please get those resources so they can help you create a safe strategy, because you still need an exit strategy, but they're going to help you create a safe exit strategy so that that toxic, narcissistic, abusive ex cannot come for you, right? So
And
be safe
absolutely.
about it, but still work towards an exit. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may be 6 months to a year down the road.
But
Like I was saying this
separate.
morning, try to find ways that, hey, maybe I'm gonna have to do this, this, and this so that he eases up or she eases up on me a little bit. And they, just like when if you're being held captive, I was watching the little girl that escaped the captives before. And it was about getting them to lower their guard. Sometimes you have to do that. That may be a part of your exit strategy. But please, whatever you do, be safe, be strategic, and plan that exit safely for you, your children, your parents, whoever you have to be safe, to be happy, to be healed, and to be whole, and not be under somebody's foot.
And know that no matter what, you're not stuck there forever.
You are not.
Okay.
Amen.
You are. So one of the things that I talk about in an upcoming release, and we'll get more into that at another time, but as a parent, when you're dealing with abuse, whether it's physical, emotional, um, verbal, right? Your children are watching. And
Right.
how you respond or don't respond, how you move, don't move, how you take it, fight back. Your children are learning all of these responses and they're watching and they're taking it in. Your children are living in fear, right? And that is something that if they don't get counseling, they take into their own adult lives. Okay, so I didn't realize I needed counseling. My goal was to escape. As soon as I turned 18, I was off to college and bump all of them, right? But I didn't realize that some of the decisions that I was making as a result of not having that trauma identified and healed, I was emulating that all over again, just in different ways, right? But the end result was still trauma of my own, right? So you have to think of not just you, but your little ones. And so you can save. If you have to create income from home, you can do that. I want you to understand there are options out here for you. Back then, my mama didn't have a whole lot of options. Mystery shopping was something you could do, but nobody knew it was this profitable. Okay, nobody knew it was this profitable, and there wasn't nobody out there teaching folk that. Most women were getting administrative type jobs, working at
Yep.
schools, right?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Nicole, I got a question because I hear you talk about it often. And I just want the people to hear what is the probability if you really wanted to set some weekly goals or monthly goals for yourself with the options you're talking about. Let's just talk about secret shopping and getting out. So let's say, for instance, you say, I'm going to the store. Don't nobody need to be the wiser that you out there doing what? Making coins.
Right.
Right? So folks just think you going to the store or you're going to go pick up a few items, right? What is the possibility of what you can make in a week? Yes, I said items.
The one thing about it is that it's so flexible. Okay, so you have some shops out there that are just weekday only shops. Mm-hmm. Now, I'll give you an example. I have a nursing student whose monthly nursing tuition went up by $400. She's like, Miss Nicole, I don't know how I'm going to make that. I took that as a personal challenge.
Yes.
Let me show you. Okay. Can you give me an hour and a half for 3 days a week? Let's just say 3 days a week. You give me an hour and a half. I'm gonna go 4. I like even numbers. My
Yeah.
birthday on the 4th of July. So let's go 4. On average, with a good strategy, 100, 200, 300, 400. And in 4 days,
That's 4 days.
there's her $400
Look at that.
for that 1 month. I said, now go on in that next week, 100, 200, 300, 400, and go and get the next month out the way just in case you got exams and you don't feel like it.
There you go.
But if you greedy like me, I'm going to go on and go on week 3, 100, 200,
200,
400.
300.
And you know what? That's
And I'm
gonna
up.
help me. That's gonna help me pay for my daughter's whatever she needs.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
her
I'm up.
daughter is getting ready to go to high school. So
Right.
you know, the bigger they get, the more expensive they become.
Thank
Right.
you.
So that's
Thank you.
an hour and a half, 4 days a week. So on average, now is all of them like that? No, some of them you're gonna have some smaller price tags on them, and you can do what's called a run, where you do a series of shops over the course of so many days, and they may pay somewhere on average $12 to $25 to $30. But here's the thing: if I got a store that's here and no more than 5 miles away, and then no more than 5 miles away, that's a nice little circle to collect $100, and I'm not going very far.
Right.
The strategy is what's the most important thing in doing this. Now, there's some more expensive shops that are over a period of time, right? But I can do stuff like I've had my carpet cleaned for $20. And I'm talking about my carpet in my house. So we're talking about my 3 bedrooms, my living room, my dining room, my 2 hallways. Paulette looking around trying to see how. Yeah. 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 Okay. Watched another lady do things like go into the bank and open an account and give a report on the customer service and get paid $75. There's a shop that I get called on, and every time they send that email, I'm always in the middle of something, and it's always rush. But they want to pay $100 just to go try on a pair of jeans.
Really?
Go in the store, let somebody help you, pick the jeans, put them on, take some pictures, leave them on the counter, and walk out the door. $100. I'd be like, why y'all? Nicole, we need to report before 10 p.m. tonight. Dick, good, I just got in the tub. So I send it out to people. So when I tell you lucrative, and then it's flexible, right, Paulette? This is one of the things. So like Leanne would love this one, because I know my girl likes to go out and have a nice time, right? I know she does. So I'm going to send her out for what I call some recreational spirit.
Okay.
I like those.
Yeah.
I do like those.
We can get some recreational spirits. Now those are more of a reimbursement type of atmosphere. However, anytime a company tell me you follow 1, 2, and 3, and I'm gonna give you 3, 4, and 5, I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 3, so I can get 3, 4, and 5. So 3, 4, and 5 turns out to be this. Leanne can pick a nice. Let's just use this as an example: a Marriott hotel.
Yeah.
Go sit in the bar in the restaurant. Okay. Chat it up with the bartender.
Taking notes. Let me get my notes.
Okay, chat it up with the bartender. Hey, bartender, how you doing? Oh, good evening. Yeah, happy hour. Okay, you know what? Let me just get that little basic drink right there. The company wants to know if he's going to offer you top shelf. Okay, and you know what, Leanne? Since we really want you to blend in as a customer, bring a friend. So go grab Paulette, and y'all go meet for happy hour. And you get a top shelf drink, and she get a top shelf drink, and when the night is over, okay, then you write your report. You're gonna get reimbursed for your top shelf drink and her top shelf drink. And if it's one of the premiums, that means you're gonna get reimbursed for 2 top shelf drinks for you and 2 top shelf drinks for her. and you're gonna get a stipend on top of that.
Look
So
at that. Even a stipend.
You got paid to go out and drink.
Nothing
We
wrong
getting
with
drunk. We getting drunk and getting paid.
Okay.
Woo!
You understand what I'm saying? So it's those things. It depends. There are restaurant shops. You go out, you go to the restaurant. Now I used to do this frequently because if you have a college kid, all they think they're supposed to do is eat.
That's all they do.
Go study and get some education, but I guess I got to make sure you eat while you there. But
Gotta eat.
Your feet big and your belly's bigger, and I'm sick of you. So I would do the restaurant shop on the way to take her back to school. I get a whole meal and a drink. She get a whole meal and a drink. We can both get a dessert. We can survey the restaurant. Write the report. Now I don't eat all of what I had, especially when she tell me, "Mama, get them chicken wings right there. Get that platter right there." But baby girl, what you get? I'm gonna get the platter too. We just get different types of platters. So I got honey barbecue. She got that kind where they say it's firehouse hot.
Yeah.
And I be eating like this because she blowing out the fire, trying to singe my eyebrows and stuff.
Right.
But she don't eat all of hers. So she take back her hand and she take back my 3/4. Now she got chicken wings for dinner tonight and probably tomorrow morning and lunch and probably dinner again. But guess what? I get reimbursed for the food, the tip, and they gave me some gas money. So it's Paulette, those are types of shops that you can do. And what I love is I can pick and choose. I can pick and choose which ones I want. And you know what else I love about them? And Yumi just made me think, remind me of it. I'm here in Dallas. But if I'm getting on a flight to come see y'all in Atlanta, I can do shops in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
And then we gonna pick up and we gonna fly to Chicago and pick up DJ Tony. Guess what? We can change them same listings, change the zip code, and we can do shops while we in Chicago.
I love it. I love it. This is the empowerment that you be talking about, and yeah, I said it just like that. You talk about on a regular basis. Y'all need to pay attention because this is good stuff. I'm gonna mess around, and every time I run to the grocery store, I'm serious. Like, why wouldn't I? You know,
you going there anyway, you may as well.
Yeah.
For real. You already there.
And this is the because it's so flexible, right? Mm-hmm. And let's just say I needed to have this money go into an account don't nobody know about. Right. You go direct deposit over there, right? Don't mail me nothing to my house, send it to me electronically. I got a whole different email address, don't nobody know about. Secret shopping becomes secret money.
Mm-hmm.
How she pay for that vacation? None of your business.
Don't worry about that.
I got a sugar mama.
Yeah, sugar mama.
I got a sugar mama. Because if I say sugar daddy, y'all gonna ask too many questions. I got a sugar mama.
Yeah, we
don't ask the same question. You
gonna be too confused and shocked to ask questions. I got a sugar mama.
Right, because now I'm looking at you cockeyed, like sugar mama.
Right. I got a sugar mama. Mm-hmm. You keep being cockeyed.
Yeah, like
so, but it is, and as the part of what I caught on Leanne's show this morning, here on the Brownstone Worldwide, where we are working to change the narrative for our Black and Brown community. Yes. We are giving strategies on how to be safe, to be happy, whole, and healed. Right? To leave toxic relationships, to leave toxic individuals, to lose toxic character traits. And if you are wondering why here on Girl, Your Money Matters, we're talking about this because toxicity will show up in everything that you touch, whether it be the relationship that you have with other people, whether it's the relationship you have with yourself, and definitely the relationship you have with your money.
Amen.
So that is why we're talking about that, because we need to lose toxic traits. Because what we don't realize is that in relationships, let me tell you something. I watched Paulette go through a myriad of emotions almost daily, from happy to what the hell to
You
hell
have to put the hell moment
bust their head open
to the
to
white.
y'all, I'm on the floor. Me and Leanne tell her all day, good, your flow
Get
gonna
up
fight you
off
back
the
one
floor.
day.
Right. Get up off the floor, man. Get up off the floor.
Right. And then I got Leanne, she'll wake up and she be just as cheerful. And I'll be like, girl, I don't want to hear all that cheeriness. I ain't on the cheeriness level yet. Or I wake up all cheer, they be like, would you shut up? We go through a myriad of emotions, right? And but what I do find is that when both of them are happy, they're gonna say or do something, and I'm gonna drop what was bothering me, and I'm coming over to the happy realm too. Okay.
Absolutely.
The reason
Absolutely.
that I say that for Yumi, you got a baby, you got a little girl. And so when when you display certain emotions and characteristics and character traits, she's picking up on it. So you have to have a good circle of people around you so that you are getting poured into, and that you're pouring into good things. And then when you are having a bad day, because trust me, life gonna life for everybody. Every day we wake up and breathe, life be lifing.
Oh, it's
Mhm.
gonna be there. It's gonna hit you with some shots that you didn't even see coming.
Right. And then when it knock you down, it's gonna turn around, bust you in the head. But
Mhm.
then you got people around you that say, come on, come on,
They're
come
gonna pick
on.
you up and dust you off. Pat
Okay.
your head up.
Look, tell you, Paulette, don't walk in the light. Paulette, don't walk in the light. Don't go that.
You
No,
better
don't go
come
that
on back
way.
here,
Paulette, don't
girl.
go
You don't
that
want to go in
way.
there.
No.
But
Look,
pull
it-
that in. If there's a girl named Sarah Ann or something like that, don't go into the light, pull that in.
No.
I came. It's
Well,
too beautiful.
yeah, what we be telling them, put it back.
Yeah.
Put it back. Oh no, that's what y'all tell me. My bad. Put it back.
Right.
No.
We have to tell her, no, you don't need to look that up. No,
Oh yes. Paulette be like, what y'all said? Nothing.
nothing. We ain't even talking about nothing new.
She said, I heard y'all say something, but
No, you
Paulette,
didn't.
we can't tell you right now. Because we know that the shiny new things that you go for, it'll be 4 hours later. It used to be, yo. So it is important to have people around you,
Mhm.
because good people that you can feed off of, because either you will pick up their energy or they will pick up yours. And if you got negative Nancy and miserable Mary and boom boom doom Linda,
Attitudinal Allison,
okay,
bothersome Becky.
messy Marvin, if these all the folks in your circle, you gonna wonder why you need counseling. We won't. We'll know. You might be wondering. But the energy, and guess what that does? That drains your finances, because now you got to pay for something extra that wasn't in the budget in the first place. Right? So having an exit strategy is always a plus plus, but you can find healing in your finances after breakup. Okay. So if you're going through that process, because you don't just wake up and decide I'm leaving a day. You don't that a lot of preparation went into that decision. And you have to prepare financially. Okay. And if you don't know how, you keep watching right here on the Brownstone Worldwide with Girl Your Money Matters, because we're going to have all types of tips and tricks for you to get financially fit. All right. So listen, what I love about this is because Leanne finna come with a moment. Come on, ma'am.
No, all I wanted to say is as you're thinking about this, it's not just romantic relationships either, but we're talking about breaking and having an exit strategy. That can be a relationship with a toxic family member who thinks that you are the big bank of Paulette. Okay. It can be a toxic work environment that expects you to work extra, and they're not paying you for this extra work, but they're expecting you to stay late and take one for the team and blah, 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 blah. Right. So don't think that this just applies to romantic relationships, right? That healing that comes when you are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Free somebody, baby. Free somebody.
You need to move and you feel like it's move or die. I've been there. We've all been there in various relationships, right,
Yes.
in our lives. Don't think that you're alone, because there's another woman out there that has been exactly where you are. She was afraid. She didn't know where to turn. But luckily, you have a community of people over here at the Brownstone Worldwide, KCCR, the Brownstone, Wake Up Happy Sis. You've got Girl Your Money Matters. You got Eye of the Storm. You've got a whole community of people here that are going to help you fight for yourself, because that's what we're doing here every day, fighting for ourselves. So you're not alone.
Never.
That just going a little bit further, man, sometimes we're going to meet somebody who's right where you are.
Mm-hmm.
So you got people who have been there and move forward, but you might meet somebody who's right where you are, right?
Or where you've been.
You might think that, okay, she's already moved ahead, and I got to catch up. I got to move forward, and I'm stuck, Nicole. I don't know how, but we're telling you, come on, girl, you can do it. But guess what? Now you done met somebody who's sitting in the same spot you're in, and now y'all can move together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know what? It's a little easier when I got somebody leaning right there. Not somebody just coming and telling me to come on and pulling me forward. But now in that community, I've met somebody who's sitting right there. And now we're going to take the step together. And now instead of me being in that race by myself, she's holding on to me. And we're going to step together. So in harmony, healthiness, right? So let me tell you, Leanne, I had you on my mind this morning because I thought I could hear Wake Up Happy Sis. But this morning I woke up hungry, sis.
Drink some water.
The Mrs. Meal Cramps.
Don't drink some water. You ain't hungry.
That H didn't stand for happy and stood for hungry.
Right. The Mrs. Meal Cramps. See, I know how that is in the morning. Yeah. Them butter rolls.
Before Paulette get to rolling her eyes at me, I scrambled me an egg. I had chicken sausage, and I made me a burrito instead of bread. So I had that, and I put a little jalapeno peppers on it.
Look at her. Yeah, she trying to make it. She trying to make it like it ain't that bad. I did a burrito.
I gotta get my
no bread. That's Mexican bread. Burrito, Mexican bread.
That's okay. It's not as good. It's not as
you ain't gonna fool me. You not today.
Last night I made me some southern fried cabbage with some turkey sausage. So I did good. Had me some little bell peppers and some onions in it. I did good.
Damn, you ain't
and then I made some black peas for today.
Where was you ain't do no cornbread? You ain't do no cornbread.
No cornbread, but where she looked at you? I took it out, but I just looked at it. So that was how I had my cornbread.
But that thought, you know, when you do cabbage, cabbage, you gotta have cornbread.
Gotta have cornbread.
That's with greens.
I just looked at it.
That's with greens.
You a dream killer, Leanne. You a dream killer.
Because see, I know me. If I had and listen. It was I'm just gonna go on to confess. It was the Jiffy Mix with the honey in it.
Be glad you didn't. You didn't need that.
Because I know
no carbs.
Who?
Carbs.
Yeah, it would have been honey dripping.
Yes.
It would have been lots of butter.
Yes.
I mean, honey is now. Hold up, honey is not bad.
Right, it's cornbread.
Honey is
on top of that cornbread. You're right, it ain't bad.
Yeah.
The honey wasn't your problem. It was the cornbread.
It was the cornbread. It would have spiked your blood sugar level and
Really?
wild. Huh?
It would have. It would have, but I did good. So
Drink
listen,
some
one
water.
step at a time. So
Yeah, you can't go wrong with water, though. You can't go wrong with water.
No.
So listen, we are so excited that you guys stopped by, tuned in. If you're catching it on the replay, make sure you say just hashtag replay. We'll see it. If you have any questions, comments, if you're feeling something, if you need something, if you know what, listen, I need to talk about this. We take suggestions from the audience. We really do, because this platform is here to help you change the narrative for your community as well. So before we go, I'm gonna let DJ Tony sum it up. Any last words for the people before we clock out of here?
Before we get up out of here, boss lady, get better, please. I'm praying for your health, and your mind, because I know you're dealing with a whole lot of, and some of it make you want to choke the shit out of motherfucker. But just hold on, just hold on.
Thank you.
Their neck.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got to speak that in her
Bail
spirit,
money
man.
ain't in the budget. Bail
That's
money
right.
ain't
You
in
know
the
what I'm
budget.
saying? I got a few dollars tucked away, but but
That's
listen.
gonna go on the
No,
books. for
I have to
some-
speak that into our leader's spirit, because she's
Oh, yeah.
fighting a whole bunch of battles that we don't even know about. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to always uplift her and encourage her and motivate her to let her know, hey, when it get to be a little bit too much for you, you got me to fall back up on. You feel what I'm saying? Because I love you and I appreciate you. To my two queens in the chat room, man, my tag team, love you sisters, man. Leanne, thank you for this morning. You really opened up a box that needed to be open and addressed, especially for 2023, you know. And then you, my sister Nicole, you picked right up on it. You know what I'm saying? So we are continuing this journey. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to remember in these trying times that we're about to face, that we are about to face. Hear me on this. We all have to be on one accord. Mind, body, and spirit. One accord. And in order for that to happen, we have to address them ugly discrepancies within self.
Yeah.
You have to. You notice the topic of the whole day today has been getting to the core, the root, cutting it from the root. Because once you get the root, it can't come back not unless you allow it. And then that's a choice you made. So as we move forward, let us remember we all we got, and we're going to change this narrative together.
Amen. Leanne.
Well, all right. Make sure that y'all come on in the room Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, and just come on, sit and have a chat with me. I like to engage. We talking self-care and wellness, all aspects. We got a lineup. I just put my little thing out there, my little feelers out. Who wants to join me on the Brownstone? You know they coming over to the Brownstone. Oh, they clamoring to get on the show right now, and I'm loving it. Tony be ready. He be like, does he have everybody's queued up?
Ready.
Tony just got everybody's queued up. So make sure that you take care of yourself, take care of your family, and stand up for what is right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Amen. Well, Paulette, this is your platform on the Brownstone Worldwide, and we are so excited to be a part of it. So, any last words before we close it out? Look at you. Look at that power stare. Look at that power stare.
She's staring at you. She's like,
I feel. Wait a minute. I feel that way.
That's it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Look.
That's that look when Mama say Mama don't say nothing, but you straighten up real quick.
She give you that look.
It's over with. Okay, so let me just say this. Number one, we are growing. My apologies. I was late because we are already interviewing new people. And so more people are joining the family. And I am grateful for my starting crew. You guys have been awesome. It's starting to pick up so quickly. I'm a little like you said, I'm ready to choke somebody, but it's in a good way because I'm in shock. I made one or two tweaks and then boom, here we go. Meeting this, meeting that, meeting this, meeting that. You want to do what? Oh, okay, let's talk. Because it's gonna cost you because folks got to eat around here. And this platform costs, folks. So thank you for the initial team here, Tony and Leanne and the Nicole Johnson and Dr. Michelle and Marshawn, who comes on next. Her show airs as live next, so she'll be up next with Love Restored at about 8:05. Because y'all extend a little bit, we be talking and stuff. But yeah, I have no words because you all always hit on something of value that our community absolutely needs. Now, it's one thing for us to be a platform where we're going to be spilling the tea. I don't want to spill no bullshit. Now, I'm going to just keep it real with you. Okay. If it's not here to edify our community, if it's not here for us to strengthen each other, if we're not here to help you to be better in our communities while we waiting on somebody to give us permission to tell our stories, listen, I ain't waiting on no damn body. Let's talk about that right quick. Okay. So because of that, even though I look fabulous in that picture, y'all, it's some more coming. Good gracious. Shot by Rakaya. Shout out to her. But y'all, is so much coming with the brownstone, and you guys are aware of some of it. Some of it I have not revealed yet because it need to be typed first. Come along for the ride. That's what I'm gonna say to you. Advertising is currently available. You can go over to brownstoneworldwide.com. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Look, it's our people when they say amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
I'm saying that, and then I'm gonna shut up so I can hand it back over. Here's another thing. Y'all won't be seeing me often to support the shows as we begin to span out because my responsibilities are starting to change, and I'm gonna miss these. But it's getting fewer. It's getting harder and harder to do because now it's like, oh my God. But you know what? This is what I asked for, and I asked for great people to be a part of this and to support and to be my sounding board and to tell me the truth through this growth and this transition. And I could not ask for a greater group of people to be a part of this. And no, ma'am, we not waiting on nobody because like Tony say, we all we got. All right.
Listen, as always, I am so excited to be a part of the platform. One of the things that I have looked at when I do different types of assessments of personality and communication, I'm an innovator. I love to find new ways to do things differently. And so when the opportunity presented itself, I had been doing this haphazardly, randomly. And so this was a way for me to continuously and consistently give back to my community, um, understanding that 60 years from now, I may not be here. But if I'm telling the story while I am here, my legacy will continue on because right now we've got so many stories that are touching our lives. I'm raising, I raised a young Black man. I'm going to marry an older Black man, okay, whenever that comes, but that's for another, that's for Love
I
Restored.
thought you were about to say you're going to marry a young Black man. Woo.
I might.
I'm DJing the reception.
Let me say this: old young is removable and interchangeable as long as it's Black man in there. That Black man part that's the stuck part, right?
That's why I'm DJing the reception.
And I'm friends with Black men, right? I'm related to Black men, and it's so many stories that are impacting Black men. I can remember being in a grocery store and there was a young man walked by me. I said, "Excuse me, sir, where is your mask?" He said, "Oh, it's in the car." I said, "What the hell is doing in the car if you in here?" I said, "You see the little girls you got running behind you? Two little cute girls with these little cute little pigtails." I said, "Do you understand that you are a target for your health?" The damn mask on. Hold on. Reached in. Now I didn't just chastise him for not having one. I reached in my purse and gave him the solution and gave him one. Put that mask on. Put the mask on, right? So when we have situations where we are correcting someone, don't just correct them, we give them the solution, right?
Amen.
So now that in 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, over the next, as long as I can breathe, as long as the platform is going, I'm going to be here to tell the story so that I can no longer say, they won't tell our story right. Damn it, I'm going to tell the story right for myself.
Amen.
Story right for myself. And why? Because our money matters. Our money matters. And I want you to take that to heart. I want you to think about that. I want you to make better decisions for your family. I want you to make decisions for your generations that you won't even see. Because if we don't set them up, who will? If we don't make the change for them, who will? Because people died making changes for us. As we hit as the first Monday of Black History Month, yes, it's Black History Month, but Tom Joyner had a platform where it was Black History 365.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. So thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I can't wait to share what we have coming. We're planning and preparing, and we've been talking about a few things, but now it's time for us to start doing some revelation. All right. So be sure to catch Marshawn Alanier for Love Restored. Come back tomorrow. Catch Lee Ann. Listen, if I can't chime in live, I'm in the chat. Okay. You hear what I say? I'm chiming in the chat because I be on the PIF, which is the personal investment facility where I work. But I be listening. I be ear hustling. Okay. I be ear hustling. Right. So listen, I love you guys. I know Paulette says she gonna be dipping out. She might not be here as much. She lying and then she gonna be here. I don't care who else show she gonna be on. Okay, but I said that out loud. Okay.
Yeah, you said that out loud. I heard you. Don't you know we hear you? We can hear you. You know we can hear you.
Listen, I got some green eggs and ham for that one.
Oh Lord. Oh
Listen,
Lord.
and DJ Tony gonna always show up for all of us, and I absolutely love it. So thank you so much for being here. I am the Nicole Johnson, founder and CEO of Girl Your Money Matters, affectionately known as the gym, where we have all sorts of exercises to help you get financially fit. We're gonna keep changing the narrative for our Black and brown people. Let me hold that.
You can have it, yeah.
Hold that. Hand it here. All right.
You know, you can't even get a dozen of eggs with this.
Listen, I just need 3. Can I buy some singles?